We got the Monday night edition of Humble Hustler. It's your guy Big O. I'm here with my man
Clark Busy and
Clark
the Real
Busy.
Savers.
And he got his he put this Robert C. Marshall helmet in here with him today. I'm gonna go ahead and let him get his shine, you know what I mean? Go ahead and talk about who signed your helmet and all that, man. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you get your shine today, yo.
Official King Henry helmet, you know what I mean? You seen what we did yesterday. It came down to nail biter, but we already told you Cleveland gonna be tough, be hard to beat, but we was gonna win.
Yeah, and he proud of that, Brandon, and I'm happy for him because that's my guy. So anything that make him happy make me smile. That's what's up. But if you really want to talk about a football game,
Oh my God!
let me put this here, let me put that there, let me put this up here.
All
If
right.
we really want to talk about a game, did you see that game? Come on now. I watched y'all. Y'all showed up.
I mean,
as soon as they put Shador in there, and Shador helped y'all out. But go ahead.
Shador helped us out.
Yeah, he looked like Dee Brown. That man was 4 for 16. But y'all was like,
They was winning though.
But until they put him in there, that's what happened.
Oh, so that quarterback that hurt? Now see, obviously you know.
Yeah, he did. He got. Yeah,
You know
y'all
me,
gave him.
I'm always traveling.
Y'all gave him a concussion.
Oh.
He had a concussion, and that's how Shador Sanders got. Well, he under concussion protocol. So probably Shador Sanders will be playing Sunday for Cleveland as well.
But he looked pretty good not to be able to get no reps with the first team.
Yeah, he looked good. He was 4 for 16. You absolutely correct. He was good. He looked good not to get no reps.
Well, I can't win.
No, I'm talking about him. I'm not even talking about you. I thought y'all was gonna beat them. I salute to the Ravens.
Man.
Lamar did what he did. Myles Garrett did what he did. But salute to the Ravens. Y'all won. But let's have a moment of silence again this week. We've been pretty consistent, everybody. So have a moment of silence for the Commanders fan. That's my man Lip and my man Chance, around 1500. A moment of silence. Let's close our eyes for this one. See, my eyes closed.
Lip say you were gonna say that today too.
Yeah, because he know I'm being consistent. He know his personnel. Ain't that what we always say? We really can't say nothing about our fans, them Dallas Cowboy fans, because they played at night.
And you told me I couldn't say nothing till we 500. So we 500.
No, I said you couldn't say nothing comparing yourselves to us until y'all 500. So now we could really debate and battle Bronco Ravens shit now because y'all 500. You know what I mean? And you know what? You've been more compliant this year as the year, progressing on. So I'm looking forward to 26 because I remember one time I couldn't get you to do nothing. But you know what I mean? You followed the rules on it. You ain't wear nothing until y'all won. And you know what I mean? I guess you ain't comparing them to the Broncos until y'all got 500. So salute to my man for being agreeable and compliant.
You see these scuffs on his helmet?
Yeah, I see the stuff.
I put this helmet on myself because I went on the field.
Oh,
You did?
Yeah.
So that's
Dang, okay.
So
big
you must have
dog.
been in the first half when y'all was losing 10-16. And then they took you out because you was under concussion protocol wearing that helmet there with no earpieces. So you was under concussion protocol the second half as well. But that's what's up though, man. But what you think about that game tonight?
Well, I think the point spread is very tricky. 3 points. So anytime a so-called dominant team, you heard what I say, so-called dominant team like the Dallas Cowboys, my fault, giving up 3 points, that means the Raiders going to beat them.
So you think the Raiders going to beat Dallas?
The Raiders.
I think I'm going to rock with Dallas again.
You said that last week.
No, I rocked with Green Bay last week, and Green Bay won.
Oh, yeah.
And you told everybody, here Bronco fans will do the opposite. You still feel that way after what we did to Patty Mahomes yesterday? You still feel that way?
I got the right to remain silent.
Well, audience, we already know that silence is already an answer. But, now that I said something about the audience, we'd like to thank everybody for their ears and their eyes tonight because you could have been anywhere sharing your valuable commodity, your time with anybody, anywhere else, but you decided to share with us, and we really appreciate that. As we talk about these Broncos. Shout out to my man Diddy Bop 1500.
I said Raven. You see that Raven?
Yeah. We all winners today. So shout out to my man Falls. Shout out to my man Marty down on same time. You know what I mean? The groups, the hill groups, and insight to the gods. podcast, but the Hill Groups and the Uncommon Dialogue.
I'm gonna shout out to all the Baltimore fans because we die-hard Raven fans. We bleed purple and black.
I'm gonna let you get away with that because I'm not even gonna do nothing to mess with your joy and your elation today. Cause you happy, I'm gonna let you be happy because you'll bring my spirits up. So since y'all bleed purple, y'all just saw previous podcast, but he said he bleed purple, so we're gonna let him rock with that today. He bleed purple.
Yeah, I get shot sometimes, bleed a little other colors, but sometimes I gotta get wounded and come back. But
okay.
Everybody be happy today, sad tomorrow. Back up the next day.
Okay.
Nobody's always happy 100% of the time.
This much is true, but you're a little bipolar. You know what I mean? You're a little.
It depends on how you look at me.
This much is true. This much is true. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce our serious topic for the day. What we gonna talk about?
Well, I was happy my man was gonna come out today again, but for some reason I got another no-show. But it's all good.
What that, Wheelchair Mike?
Yeah, Wheelchair Mike. My man Mike was dreadlock. Mike was gonna come out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he went ghost on me at the last minute.
Yeah.
As usual.
You know what? We might have to just. You know what? We might have to holler at our homegirl over the MTA joint and have her send one over there to pick him up, man. We might have to holler at Donnie. Shout out to Donnie running the yard over the MTA for the disability buses. We might have to holler at her, send a disability bus to go get Dread Mike, man. I want to see what my man got to say, man.
But it's like a lot of tellers don't put too much faith in man.
Right.
Because it'll pump you up and then they'll let you down.
Yeah, but still sharp as steel. Man sharp as man.
But you tip your hat and you hold on to you thinking it's going to be, that it ain't going to be. But I'm not disappointed because things happen.
Right. But
my thing is communication is the key to everything.
Yeah, well, you right. Now you sound like Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Communication is key, paying attention is key, and it don't cost you nothing.
Don't cost you nothing.
But that brings me to mind about one of the principles about Islam that I really aspire to, and that's where intentions count most. So he been a multiple no-show, but usually I don't give benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt that his intentions in the right place, but it just hasn't manifested yet on a Monday night.
But that's why communication is the key to success.
This much is true.
And a lack of communication will always be a lack of failure to make people be disappointed in your decisions if you never communicate with a person.
This much is true. We talked about that communication cycle. We talked about that on the previous podcast. There's 4 parts to it. You got a sender, then he encodes the message. That's 2 parts. Then you got a receiver, and they decode the message. That's the part 3 and part 4. So somewhere in between the coding and the decoding, the encoding and the decoding, it's been a miscommunication with Dread Mike. But you still welcome. The invite is open whenever you can make it. We need you here on a Monday night to talk about the effects of gun violence. But we're going to go on with the night show. What's the topic for the night?
The topic for the night, what y'all think about the Epstein files?
The Epstein files. Okay. Yeah.
So I've been hearing about the Epstein files for so long, and I was like trying to figure out how and why people trying to talk about the Epstein files so much, and what do it affect?
I think it's well, why don't you tell them what the Epstein files is before we get into what it affect? Just in layman terms, just in basic terms.
There was a guy named Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
And Jeffrey Epstein was arrested and charged with child pornography, sex trafficking, you name it, he had it.
He was a chomo if he was in the face. A chomo.
Yeah, chomo.
But go ahead.
But he was a high-ranking chomo.
Uh-huh.
And when I say high-ranking, he was up there with the elite people. He was up there with the Trumps and the Jay-Z's
and the Clintons.
And when I'm talking about that, don't say I'm putting you in a derogatory group, but I'm talking about the elite.
Right.
When I'm throwing out names at this point.
Right. But before you go any further explaining who he is, let me give you one interesting fact about him. Since you talk about the elite people that he hung out with, did you know that in his penthouse in Manhattan, his penthouse was worth $147 million, if I'm not mistaken. But do you know in the in the vestibule of the penthouse. When you first come in, the foyer, it's not a vestibule, I'm sorry. It's a vestibule on Dolphin Street in Manhattan, the
It's a
penthouse, it's a
foyer.
foyer.
There's a difference.
It's a
There's
foyer.
difference.
Yeah, but do you know who we had a picture of in this foyer? It was a painting. Do you know who it was a painting of?
No, tell us who it was.
It was a painting of I'm sorry, not George, but Bill Clinton. And you know what the really interesting part about the painting was?
What that is?
That Bill Clinton was painted with a dress on.
With a dress?
With a dress.
So
Look
you
it up.
saying it wasn't a culture? It wasn't a culture of a dress, or was
No.
Because some people wear dresses
No.
in their culture.
I ain't talking
So
about like the
it's
Scot-
excusable.
I ain't
Some
talking
men.
about like the Scottish, and we talking about the keep skirts. I ain't talking about that.
Atlanta wear.
They had him dressed. They had him painted in a dress. So it was all, you know how like when you
Like
go,
a gown.
So you know, no, in a dress. And you know how you go in those expensive homes, and they might have a picture of their spouse that's painted, and she's sitting on a chair with a dress on. There's a portrait.
Right.
That's what they had of Bill Clinton in a dress.
So is that similar to what the kids are wearing in Atlanta today?
Man, that stuff that's going on in Atlanta is like next level. I don't know what's going on with them. They rapping, getting money, and
Doing funny stuff.
and they not 10 toes down.
But not all of them. But that's it.
Not all of them, but I mean, the shit I done heard, man. I mean, he didn't put it on the net. I mean, when they getting in his bushes about telling, he took it next level. Man, y'all talking about, man, I'm telling him, how about all us down here taking that meat hammer?
Yeah, he said y'all.
Yeah, he said all us down here taking.
All your
All
favorite
us.
rappers.
He said all us down here taking.
All your favorite rappers.
All your favorite rappers, and then he took it back. But you can't, some shit you put out there you can't take back. But that's a topic for another Monday. Let's go ahead.
Oh, let's talk about
Jeffrey Epstein. So he was a high-ranking elite chomo, and that means child molester.
Okay, so what I'm going to say, what is Chomo?
And chomo, that's lingo in the feds for chomo, child molester. But go ahead, and he hung out. He messed with underage children, and he took them to his private island, and so he got charged with that. And so apparently the Epstein files, what is alleged is that in the Epstein files is a list of all of the people that quote unquote visited his private island.
So that's that movie I seen where they had to go to a private island and then
They was
they
drugging
drug the people and then they making them have sex and stuff and then they don't remember. They come back 5 years later, but they got all the videos on it.
It's probably based on that.
Oh,
Loosely.
so
Based
now
on the Epstein files.
I heard it was
we
a
cooking with
loosely
grease.
based.
Now, we cooking with more than grease. We cooking with olive oil. You know they get they get hot quicker. You
So-
know what I mean? Burn faster.
So you saying underage now? Give me
Underage, bro.
I mean,
12, 13,
you know, okay,
12,
13.
13,
Okay,
14,
not just
15,
17
16,
and a half.
17. Underage is 18 and under.
And how old he be? Like 50, 40, 30, 80?
Bill Clinton and them. Bill Clinton, Oprah Winfrey visited. I mean, they got a whole list of people that visited.
I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to get a picture, throw the picture out there. So you saying the grandpa with somebody's granddaughter
Yeah, man.
or grandson?
Yeah,
Because they weren't
man.
discriminating.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do me a favor, and I'm gonna do you a favor.
Well, I think it was one way. That was part of the abuse.
That's what I was
We getting all the favors, and then y'all got all the trauma.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it was. But it's ironic. What do you think about your president saying that he's in agreement with, or he's
He ready to open the files.
yeah, he's encouraging the Republicans to to make the files public. What you think about that?
Now, he's saying he tired of the distraction. Let's go ahead and get it out there because he don't have nothing to hide.
Right. You think that's what it is?
No.
Right. So I'm asking you, what do you think it is then?
I think
That's what he said.
I
So
think
what
he
do
knows
you
it's gonna
think
come
it
out
is?
now, so he trying to get in front of it.
Oh, okay. I'll take you back to our last podcast if you want to know what I think. You remember last podcast? It was who was bending the knee?
No, who's been in the news?
Republicans and Democrats?
Oh yeah, who was
Yeah, who was bending
Who
the
was
knee?
bending?
Yeah, who was bending? And what you kept saying, the Republicans was the ones that was bending? Now, after he lost that midterm, after the Republicans lost the midterm elections, and that's the two women, that's Virginia and Pennsylvania, and then they also lost the the mayor race in New York to an immigrant, a Muslim immigrant, and he was actually backing the Andrew Cuomo.
Right.
So, when I told you about the midterm elections and then they came to an agreement to open the government up, you talking about the Democrats bending the knee. Who do you think bending the knee now? He talking about a $2,000 check for everybody, and now you want to give everybody the Epstein files, when before he was adamantly opposed to it. So why do you think he want to do all that stuff now?
Oh, so now he don't want to look. Well, he said that him and Epstein was cool. They really ain't cool. Wasn't no cool when he did get locked up.
Well, he said that they was cool at first, but the story that he gave is that kept. Well, let me be. I'm professional, not but Mr. Epstein kept stealing people from the resort, and they was like young girls. Yeah,
So he knew that before then.
Yeah, he said that in an interview. They was asking him about how did they, because he was saying at one time that they wasn't friends at the end. You know, at one time they was friends, and he had attended parties because there's pictures of him attending parties, and he was saying that that's when they was cool, and he was saying that at the end they wasn't cool because of the stuff that he was doing.
Oh.
So why do you think he want to let the files open now and he didn't want to open them before?
Good question.
Nah, that baffles me because it don't make sense to block it for so long, and now you came to a point where say, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna tell the truth.
And in addition to the Republicans losing the midterm elections, you know his numbers are plummeting.
Cause they mad.
Yeah, because contrary to popular belief, the largest partakers in entitlement benefits are white people, Europeans, Caucasians. But the media will portray it like it's you and I. So the same people that actually basically it's like the same people who voted for him, got him in there, make America great again, are the same people that's really feeling the bite from the policies that he put in place. So now
America ain't so great no more.
Right, so it's easy for you to vote for him or say that our views are aligned when you got food on your table.
Right.
But now that your food on your table is at risk. Now you really thinking about what really matters, and you talking about feeding you and yours. So now the things he say is not as favorable, and that was reflected in the midterm elections. I mean, especially in New York, they lost to a Muslim immigrant
in New York.
In New York, and the Cuomo family is a long-standing political. They got a lot of political clout in there. Their family have been in politics for well over 20 years. If I'm not mistaken, it was 28 years their family had been in. Somebody in the Cuomo family had been in politics, held a position of power, and then you had so he figured with that family clout and his clout backing him, there's no way a Muslim immigrant can win the election in New York. Hold on. Let me close my eyes and give him a moment of silence. Because he won. And not only did he win, but he sort of kind of talked shit to Trump when he won.
Yeah, he did.
He said, this is a city that's filled with immigrants, built by immigrants, and now ran by an immigrant. So he basically was telling him, get used to it.
Because we're here to stay.
Yeah, but that's Bernie Sanders, man. They got a lot of socialist views that are aligned. So, that's why Bernie was with him as well.
So I want to know, what do you think?
Hold on before you go into the Epstein files,
Okay.
because this is going to be a good segue to the Epstein files.
Okay.
Now, one of the first policies that this is Mondami in New York, one of the first things that he said he's going to do is he's pledging $65 million. You wouldn't believe what he's pledging it to.
What is pledging it to?
I don't want no flack from y'all. I'm just reporting the information. Transsexual health.
Transsexual health?
Yep. So you know what that usually translates to?
What?
I'm lost.
Paying for surgeries.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
making men into women, women into men.
I don't know about too much about making women into men, but I know they are certainly making men supposedly into women.
So the Muslim guy is president? Oh,
Yeah, look it up. Look it up, Miss Producer, Miss V.
that's supposed to not be halal.
There you go. There you go. But look it up, Miss V. Along with, and that was a good segue because we can get back to the Epstein files. But another controversial policy that he's putting in place is
Who you said, the mayor of New York, right?
yeah, the newly elected mayor of New York. Another one of the policies that's kind of controversial that he's putting into place is for slumlords. So basically, he's saying that for slumlords in New York, they're going to actually take over the property, renovate the property, and then manage the property. So they basically going to take your property if you've been deemed a slumlord in New York. And so that's kind of controversial because with all the housing projects and public housing that they have in New York that's not being currently taken care of and attended to, how you gonna put even more on your plate, taking somebody's property and then saying you're gonna take care of that, but you're not taking care of the stuff that you currently have. So I don't have a viewpoint one way or the other. I'm just reporting the policies that he's putting in place as the newly elected mayor. And she's looking up the other fact about
The one that you said, yes, it says
$65 million that he put to the side for transsexual health.
New York City has a new mayor, a new Muslim mayor, Zoharian, Mudami, who has pledged to support LGBTQ rights, including those of the transgender community, through policies that prioritize safety and inclusion. Okay.
That's enough right there.
But basically, yeah, before we
don't need to, I mean, you said
there's going to be 3 topics right here.
You said it more. You said he Muslim, and that's what he is, you know what I mean? That's what he championed. And
They say he ran on that for his campaign.
That's probably why he won.
That's why he won.
That's probably why he won along with
I would agree.
Along with the fact with Bernie Sanders, because Bernie Sanders got Bernie Sanders and there's a congresswoman in New York as well, AOC, and she happens to be
what isn't that?
she happens to be she's homosexual as well, so I'm sure she supported him and got people out to vote. And that's Bernie Sanders. She's aligned with Bernie Sanders, some of her views. With AOC, Bernie Sanders, and them, they got a strong Muslim community. But I can't imagine the Muslims would come out to vote for him. And he was running on, and that was one of the planks in his campaign.
How desperate to get one of theirs in the office.
No, but just with that's what they was employed. One of who in that office?
That's where they Muslims like pushing for him to get in the office. Because sometimes it be get me in there once I get in there. We can do anything.
Not with no Muslims. No.
Okay.
No Muslims. No. You ain't never even seen a known homosexual near a mosque.
No, I didn't say that I did.
Right? No, I'm not saying that you did. But you saying that maybe they pushed it? No, and there ain't no Muslim vote for that.
So, I see what you were saying.
But you see what I'm saying?
Pushing the agenda just to get him in there, and then when he get in there, he do something else.
Because he can do what he wants.
No, but he ain't do what he ain't. Ain't no Muslim going. Ain't no Muslim.
One thing.
Ain't no real. Ain't no. I'm not going to say real. Ain't no Muslim that's aligned with the principles of Islam is going along with nothing that has anything to do with a homosexual. Yeah. That's just that. And that's a topic for a whole nother Monday, because we'll get completely off the Epstein files talking about that. And no, one of the.
So isn't it true that Trump was trying to take away the LGBTQ rights? Yeah, he trying to restore them up there, and they trying to take them from the.
Yeah, they said that.
That's like a slap in the face, right?
This is the argument that's been going on. Some of Madami's critics have been at odds with each other about this On the right, on the far right, you got people attacking him as a radical Islamist, while others on the left have criticized him for being radically pro-gay and pro-transgender.
Right. And
So they kind of
all-
like
it
going
don't
back
go
and
together.
forth.
Don't go together with
That's
Islam.
that's a mixed message.
Yeah, they said that his people are.
I'm telling you, it's a mixed message
It's a
as
mixed message.
knowing a
Right.
Muslim
Yeah.
and knowing Islam.
I'm just giving you what's on the
I
internet because you told
understand
me
that,
that.
but that's why I said when you gave us to
Because
earlier
they're-
that it, you know,
You're
just
going
to prove
totally
that he gave
against
the
how
money,
defense.
Yeah.
that he gave the money to.
I'm gonna read
for
this person comment.
I mean, that's why oftentimes certain religions you can't even get into politics because it has you compromising who you are.
Who you are, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like anybody. I mean, well, that's like one of the number one complaints that we have about some of our elected officials that's African American. That's one of the number one complaints we had about Obama. God, they ain't do nothing for us.
Well, he fought for the gays because he
I said
he
for us,
aligned with that.
he
they'll give you more than-
again, the argument
Let me
is
read
it's the
this.
same argument as what the Muslims have with Mudami now that we have with a lot of our African American leaders. They get there and they don't do anything for us. That's because at the end of the day, we are not their political base. And when you understand politics, that's who actually rules the day. Your political base. That's why, okay, Obama was in there. He looked like us. He didn't even talk like us, but he looked like us.
And he definitely ain't walk like us.
No, and so people thought he represented us, but no, he didn't. His large political base was women, black and white, and the transgender community.
Right.
And not just homosexual, the transgender community, period.
Period.
All of them, the whole alphabet, all 9 of the letters.
She want to read something.
Ray Cootie Patrick over on Facebook said, same thing I guess that you're saying, religious beliefs and bias shouldn't influence human rights issues.
But we know that.
Well, that's,
religion-
yeah. That's the same thing O said. I just wanted to read his comment,
Yeah,
though.
I know. Religion is a topic that man stands on and makes a principle in a man of who he is and his foundation. So if your foundation shaky, you might do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it was just, and then he was so blatant with it. But maybe that's why he said immigrant, you know what I mean, and not Muslim.
Oh yeah, that's why.
You know what I mean? That's why.
I'm 50-50. I'm on the gate.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on the gate. Got a Muslim name, but I'm really an immigrant. I'm really on Islam, but I'm really not.
Man, he full of crap is what he is.
Yeah. Well, they be the people that sell out.
He one of
Well, you got somebody sell out in every religion, every faith, every.
I'm just talking about
culture,
what the
every time.
Bible talk about. He talk with 2 tongues. It don't have anything to do with religion. It's just that you got to be the message that you bring, no matter what it is.
Right.
You got to be the message that you bring. You know what I mean? I guess that's why we draw the audience that we draw, because we the message that we bring. We everything that we talk about, we really that. We really that. More positive than negative, but everything we talk about, we've actually experienced it and done it. We're not talking about anything that somebody told us.
Right.
And we're not talking about, for some instances we talking about stuff that we read in books, but for the most part, everything originates from a level of authenticity from our experiences. And so even when we talking about things that we had to research through books, it's still the original thought originated in something that we experienced. And so I guess that's why we had an audience that we had, how we can't even make it up the avenue without 4 or 5 people stopping us talking about how great the podcast is. We go in the market, we can't even order our food. Because before we get to the line up to order our food, we got 8, 9 people telling us how great the podcast is, and you know what I mean, and sharing topics and talking about they want to come on. Listen, for everybody that want to come on the podcast, we don't mind. You got an open invite for anybody who want to come on the podcast, but there is one qualifier. Please have something to say. Because we got a bunch of people we asked about can they come on the podcast, and all they're going to do is just be present. And I'm going to have a moment of silence for that. What you was going to say, Big Home?
No, I'm going to say, so when Epstein got locked up for the child molestation,
Mm-hmm.
and that shook a core of people,
Right,
right?
right.
And a lot of people were shaking at their knees because they know that their names are in the Epstein file, right?
Right,
And a lot of people don't want the files to come out.
right.
So what do you think, or do you think something that he really killed himself, or
Oh, no. I don't think he killed himself.
do you
Okay.
think somebody killed him?
Oh yeah. Because when he was talking about the videotape in the federal prison, his cell was under 24-hour surveillance. and you can look this up too, Ms. V. At 11:59, between 11:59 and 12 o'clock midnight, it was like something edited. It was something edited out of the video, and what the Bureau of Prisons said was that happens in every video at that time, every night.
So they said they having a glitch every day.
Every night
at the same time.
Yeah.
The video in what?
Jeffrey Epstein's cell. The video, the camera, because he had a camera that was on him 24/7, and he committed suicide. So they say he killed himself.
So why didn't they see
But
that?
there was a glitch on the tape that occurred at 11:59 to 12 midnight, and what the Bureau of Prison spokesperson said was that was a glitch that occurs in that video every night.
So when Jeffrey Epstein supposedly killed himself, let's say supposedly, allegedly, a lot of people was at ease for a moment. But I don't think they knew that it was that he had the files. But they did know they had the files, but they didn't know the files could be released, or nobody had them, or who had them. Because I read a book like that.
I don't even think they was relieved when he died, when he got killed. Because you know what you heard what Biggie said. Nobody love you until you dead. You know, Biggie song.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, Pac probably sold more albums dead than he did when he was alive.
I think he did.
Right. So, basically, the point that I'm making by bringing up Biggie song and bringing up Pac is that by him not being unalive, it actually caused more. It actually caused more interest in what the files was, and really, who was this guy that you know what I mean? That
even if it was a glitch, why was it 3 minutes long?
Huh?
Most glitches is in and out.
That was a 3-minute glitch?
But it was a 3-minute glitch.
Yeah, it was a 3-minute glitch in the video.
They said it was a 3-minute glitch.
And they say that 3-minute glitch happens every night on the video.
They lying.
Yeah, of course we know.
Not
they
3
lying.
minutes.
They lying.
Ain't no glitch in no video that's in no federal prison that's watching nobody 24. Ain't no glitch period.
So I clicked on it to double check again. It said approximately
I know what
2 minutes and 53
but what I'm
seconds.
saying is ain't no
3
glitch
minutes.
period and no camera
and
watching nobody 24/7, no federal prison, and they know that it's happening. They don't get it fixed.
And they can't get it fixed.
They got prisons where you never come out your cell. They bring everything to your cell. Too much technology. No, I don't buy it. No, I don't buy it.
Every night.
Because they killed him. They killed him. And it's just that simple because, I mean, he was the only one that can factually, him and the lady that's locked up,
And
Maxwell.
They say she's getting preferential treatment.
Maxwell. They're the only two people that actually can pinpoint people other than the documents that's supposedly in the file. And the file is basically like the flight log, because you got sign, your name is on the flight log when you
who you want. What you want.
No, I'm talking about flying
On the
in
flight
on the
manifest.
airplane.
Oh, okay.
On the
Sorry.
airplane, the flight manifest got the people that was on the plane. So that's how they know who was visiting the island.
Right.
Because they had to fly into the island. So every time somebody flew in, whoever was on that plane was on the flight manifest. So that's how they know who was visiting different events and activities on his island.
And she the only one know what now that she the only one alive.
Well, she the only one of the ones that actually can say what really was going on the island, other than the people that was on the flight manifest. And the people that's on the flight manifest, they don't want to talk about it, whether they had anything to do with it or not. Because the two reasons why the people that visited don't want the file to be made public is the people who didn't do anything don't want their name associated with the stuff that went on. And then the people that did do stuff don't want the public to know what they did, like Prince Andrew.
Right.
Prince Andrew was one of them. That's why he don't do any public appearances for the monarch in England. Because he's basically a part of the family, but he in timeout. Because
the family feels ashamed.
Because he got charged, same thing, little girl over there messing with Epstein on the island. And then she told on him, and now she older, and she can, she said what occurred. And he couldn't deny it.
Because they manifest.
So they set him down. So he part of the royal family, but he can't participate in none of the royal events. Like he's a stain on the family.
And the reason why we was talking about the Epstein file, because we heard about the Epstein file a lot, but a lot of people really don't know what the Epstein file is or what it contains or who is Epstein.
Right.
So
right.
we just trying to give you a little light on it, a little origin of who Jeffrey Epstein is and was.
And it's still for lack of a better term, it's still a big mystery or a question mark, if you will, where he even got his money from. They don't even know where he got his money from. You know how
I can say we got sex trafficking.
Well, I mean,
one thing about sex sells.
He ain't got no penthouse with no 147 million. But
if he ain't got no bread.
Yeah, that's a lot of coochie he sold. That's a lot of kids.
But look who he sold them
to.
I was gonna say it's who he's selling it to.
Man, that's.
Because you could buy a bottle of water for $1 right here. Go down the street it's $3.
Listen, we not
across the street it's
we
$20.
not at the celebration,
same
bro.
bottle of water.
We not in
but it's the same philosophy.
But it's the same philosophy.
It's the same philosophy.
We not no group, bro.
I can close this.
We not no men's group, bro.
We're in the same philosophy though.
Sound about right.
We ain't in no men's group.
We see it all the time, but true. How do you have 147 million for a penthouse?
Right. So if he don't, that's just one property. And then the man bought an island. I mean, the man was, he was charged up. And so, like most people, you can trace their money. Like, for instance, there's questions about Elon Musk. Like, we know that, his family is, they got roots and origins in South Africa. So, we already know what they did in South Africa with apartheid, how they treated,
how they took people.
Yeah, how they took. But
that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story for another Monday. But most people you can trace their money from when they started.
Right.
And they bought this company and this company did well. Then they sold a portion of that and they bought. So, but you can't do that with his money.
And he just jumped out on the scene out of nowhere.
For us, for us, he would. Jumped out of nowhere, but for the elite, they had been going to his events for quite a while.
It says Jeffrey Epstein
Elon
financial
Musk.
wealth estimated at nearly $600 million at the time of his death primarily came from fees generated by providing tax and
There we go.
Provide what?
Providing tax and estate planning services.
Right.
To a few.
So that's how you met the elite people.
Ultra wealthy individuals, as well as
estate planning. Remember, they the attorneys that I work with Medicaid,
right.
Estate planning. The people be charged up.
Yeah.
They be charged up. And they know all the ways
to get the money.
No, to legally. That's what estate. One of the tools or instruments that is in an estate plan, and depending upon your level of wealth, for most people is a trust. And with a trust is like creating a whole nother entity or person. They own it, but you the trustee, you control it. So that's why the rich never pay any taxes. They don't own anything. The trust owns it. So with the trust owning it, they just control what they control what the trust owns. And
living
so
off why they got it.
That's why they don't
when
pay.
When they gone, it's gone.
Huh?
I said, they just living off and spending while they got it, while it's here, and when they gone, it's gone.
No, ain't nothing gone. That's one of the reasons why they put it in the trust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
it ain't never going nowhere.
Not saying that physically you got this. Is what I'm saying. You don't have this.
So he can do whatever.
It's your turn. Just your turn, Clark, for you to use it. Then you go. Then
Then my kids,
right.
whoever I give it to,
they say it still remains a mystery how he factually fueled this money. They say it remains a mystery how he got this much money.
That much money.
It's ridiculous.
Cause just think about it. I know some really, really I know some fantastic. Some excellent estate planning attorneys. They ain't got no 100 million.
And he had 600 million.
He had almost $1 billion. He was chasing $1 billion, a B, with a capital B. And I'm talking about some fantastic estate planning attorneys. And they ain't got 100 million.
Fife said that's some good information.
They ain't got 100
about the trust. funds y'all was talking
But
about.
anytime,
yeah.
anytime we get a couple dollars, they want to know every penny you got.
And
Where
you
it came
better
from.
give it up.
Yeah, but trust. And that's just that'll be a show that we'll talk about where we'll talk about ways to protect your money. But we're not estate planning elder law attorney, so we don't want to give out any estate planning advice. But just real quick, since we on it, the 3 documents that make up your estate plan is your will. That's what happens with your assets when you're gone. Your advance directive, if something happened to me medically, which you can and cannot do, and your power of attorney, that's a person that acts as your agent while you're alive. So it's your will, your power of attorney, and your advance directive is basically makes up your estate planning. But we can get back to Jeffrey Epstein, which you were saying about.
So I was saying that now Jeffrey Epstein makes a roar in politics and everyday life. So if it comes out that certain names was on the Epstein list, because Trump said he told the Republicans, don't refuse it, go ahead and vote with the Democrats, we tired of it, we bringing them up.
Mm.
Do you think people are running around with their head cut off like chickens?
Huh?
You think people are running around at the point with their head cut off like chickens right now because they know their name is about to be exposed?
Well, yeah, they don't want their name exposed. 'Cause like I said, the people that didn't do anything, they don't want their name attached to it. And then the people who did do, messing with the children over there, they don't want. Just imagine the shame.
I think Trump said.
Just imagine the shame that Prince Andrew is going through right now. Like, he's a part of the royal family. He can't even participate in any royal events. And he's basically being shunned by the family.
I think Trump mad about the general elections. And
The midterm elections.
Midterm elections. And so I think it's a boo game to come out and say, go ahead and release the files so he can tell the Democrats, y'all know I got some of y'all, you know what I mean? So, so they can back up a little bit and his numbers can start going back up.
Nah, I think he's doing that because his numbers are going down and he's trying to save the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how you say today.
Yeah, but his name on the list.
But he can get away with anything.
So he think.
In his mind, he can finagle anything.
So he think.
You heard what they said.
Well,
I read a clip. The clip said I watched the clip. The dude say, man, they should deport all the criminals, get rid of all the people. And the lady said, well, then who gonna be the president?
Right. Well, that's how I know. That's how
Something.
That's how a narcissistic person thinks. They
Narcissistic.
think that they never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You can never tell them anything, and they're resistant to information. A moment of silence.
Man, it's terrible. You see, I got to deal with. On an everyday basis. This guy's tough.
Yeah, so Trump is definitely man. He's a classic example of a narcissist. You know what I mean? Whatever answer that he needs to fit, you know what I mean? Whatever the situation is to turn it the tide his way, that's what he's gonna do. And you know what? I just want to let you know that ain't just you who got family. You know what I mean? You gotta be kidding me, brother like him. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
You gonna call in on my phone on the show? Now I'm gonna call in on Thursday. You know what? Call back. I'm gonna answer.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he will answer the phone if you call him while he ain't
I
with.
didn't think about who it
He
was.
will.
Call
He
back.
might have some of the greater importance.
And he might put you on live right in.
I'm gonna call him right now.
I mean, on speaker.
And put him on speak.
Oh no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh no, he didn't.
Tell him call back. Brother Lie, call back, bruh.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
Yeah, we're looking for some insight from the gods. The
Look,
God face.
Brother Yogi say even
See if I can get
without the camera, he had 24-hour human gods.
Oh, right, yeah. Without the camera. That's who was looking at the camera, the human gods. Brother Yogi. Shout out to Brother Yogi thank you for your your support, Brother Yogi, and your comment.
What you mean, Jarrell? So many people talk at you and not to you. I didn't get that because we try to explain to you and at you.
Who was that?
Jarrell.
Don't know him. Probably don't know what he's talking about.
It's a girl.
Oh, Jarrell? I definitely don't know what you're talking about. Tell her, explain that further, Jarrell.
Communication is everything.
Yeah, and,
That was what she said in the
encode
beginning,
that a
right?
little better, so that we can decode it properly.
Yeah.
Right now, we can't
He not
decode that
answering.
message.
No, not answering.
Yeah, call us back. But yeah, that so that's why people don't want it out, because you got people on there like you got Jay-Z, or so allegedly, you got Jay-Z, you got Oprah, you got Gail. I ain't. My man, now it said the Obamas was on there. I ain't see that on there, and I really can't see that.
I can't.
mean, I can't see.
I'm biased though.
I can't see Michelle, or her husband. Neither one of the Obamas, being a Jeffrey Epsrein Island.
I can't
I can't see.
I can't confirm or deny.
You
And
know
I
what
wouldn't put my life on either one of them.
Won't you look that up for us, Miss V? Has Barack and Michelle ever visited
Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein
Epstein
Island?
Island.
Because if they haven't, I'm gonna have a word with my man Knowledge. Shout out to my man Knowledge. Check him out.
Well, you know my
Him and
man
my man-
Knowledge, no.
Him and my man like him. Okay, well we can ready to see. We can ready to see. Because I just can't see the Obamas on Epstein Island.
Did you think they went at the same time or they went one?
It's not coming up.
I can't see them even on the island, period. I can't. That's why you can't find it.
Put it in a different
That,
way.
that would be in big bold print
Everywhere.
everywhere if he was on there.
Just because of their
Trump would say,
complexion.
Trump would say he was on there.
Trump was on the island.
Yeah, Trump was on. He's been at the island. He's been on the island multiple times. He's on multiple flight manifests.
So why they didn't bring that up before the election? Why they
They
bring it up after?
did bring it up. They brought it up. But again, the only people that vote for a narcissist are narcissists. So just like you can't tell a narcissist that they wrong, you can't tell the people that's voting for a narcissist that they voting for the wrong person. Now they know they vote for the wrong person. I'm sure the people that voted for him down there in Florida, that's immigrants from Venezuela,
They mad.
they down there crying. Oh, he deporting us. They deporting us. Hey, did they say vote for Trump? Vote for Trump?
They lying that. They lied to us.
He
Yeah,
lied
it's
to
no,
him.
it's no.
No, you ain't gonna find
It
it.
said there's no proof.
You
that
ain't
it
gonna
was
find
ever-
it. You ain't gonna find that. Like that would be in big bold print. That would be in Times Square blinking with lights. Trust and believe me. We'll see you Tuesday, bro.
Tomorrow, as they say.
Yeah. At the celebration on Division Street at the Malcolm X School. They're doing a celebration from 6 to 8. Matter of fact, let me pull the flyer up. It's for fathers. It's for fathers. Do you got the flyer for tomorrow, Ms.
Yes.
B? Pull it up and tell them about the flyer tomorrow. Tell them where the address at.
Free food.
Free. Well, if don't nothing bring you out, free food should bring you out. But it's a celebration for fathers in the community. It's on Division Street between Dolphin and Lafayette. A newly renovated school called the Malcolm X School.
And it's free 99.
It's free 99 from 6 to 8. They're giving out care packages. I know she got at least 60 of them, so we need at least 60 fathers, 60 men to show up tomorrow. 6 to 8 between Dolphin and Lafayette on Division Street. Really, a newly renovated school.
Do you
the
still
Malcolm
need me
X
to check
School.
it then?
Huh?
I said, do you still need me to check it?
Address.
I mean, no, you don't have to.
I was going to say, because you just gave all the information.
All the information. So if you want to learn something or you want to get something,
Man, if you're hungry, man, come eat, man.
And definitely, if you can,
yeah, if you want to get a meal,
RSVP
come do that.
with, what is the number? 443-386-3804. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
When I'm looking in the camera, I'm looking to see the communication and what y'all saying, so I can.
The exact
answer
address
y'all
is
questions.
1315 Division Street, Baltimore, Maryland, zip code
Put the participation
21217.
Go ahead.
No, you can't see anyway with your glasses off. Talking about you trying to see.
Now I
the
can see with my
comments.
glasses up close. That's why I'm trying to see the comments, so I can read the comments, so I can answer y'all questions, so y'all won't think that we're ignoring y'all, because we like to hear y'all input, and we like to see if we're doing a good job, bad job, or we just rattling. So I rattle for you to tell me, Clark, shut up, like O just told me. So anyway,
This dude here, man, this is what I go through all the time, man. This is what he do when we be in DC, man. This guy here, this is what I go through all the time. So I gotta get him back here. Man, this dude, man, this is what I go. Do y'all see what I go through?
No, hey, get that off there, man. You crazy? You gonna contaminate my helmet. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to my homie from Jamaica. What's up with you, man?
Hey, yo tuned in from Jamaica?
Yeah, my man Ruby Gardner, that's my man.
That's what's up, man. Blow a big one for me over there.
From Jamaica.
My God, shout out to you, man.
We can get ready.
We all the way on the island. Man, matter of fact, after you blow a big one, man, eat some jerk chicken over there for me, man. I need some original jerk chicken, man, with some fried plantains, peas, and cabbage.
The real beans.
Yeah, the real joints, peas and cabbage.
Well, y'all, you know, y'all tuned in today. I hope y'all heard something that woke you up a little bit, or even just made you start thinking a little bit. Because we're here to make you look in your third eye.
Or at least utilize your third eye, that eye understanding, just to search, you know what I mean? Our goal is just to spark a conversation, spark an evaluation, a personal evaluation. We should always, on a regular interval, we should be doing an internal evaluation. Am I going in the direction that I want to go in? Do I know what my purpose is? And if you know what your purpose is, are you doing everything that you can to actually serve in your purpose? And so that's why we're so appreciative for your eyes and your ears and you sharing your most valuable commodity, your time, because we think this is a component of our purpose. A component of our purpose is to share what information that we have in hopes that, like we say, it sparks a thought, it sparks a conversation, and it sparks an evaluation. And like I always share, when you woke up this morning, whatever you was faced with, it was already in you to deal with it. So if you had any doubt about that, that meant one or two things. Either you have some strengths that you haven't identified yet, or you have some strengths that you're not using in the appropriate manner. Either way, it causes you to do an evaluation. So if you had any thought, or if you were stuck on something today and you ain't evaluate yourself, take a moment. Take a look at yourself. It's right in you, what you need. And with that, we out.
I want y'all, before we close, tune in. Y'all see me from coming live from Humble Hustlaz headquarters early today. Clothes, books.
American Kings,
American
Home
King,
Improvement.
CLR Collective, food truck, podcast. We trying to make it happen.
Y'all can ask them about everything except for the food truck.
Because I only bring it out every now and then.
Because you only bring it out now and then. But maybe that might motivate them and spark them to bring it out even more if y'all ask him where he at and then he'll get tired of saying I'm not out. Just like he get ready to get a website.